My name is Elijah, and I'm from Seminole State College. And in this presentation, I'll be talking about classical criminology and neo-classical criminology. First, starting with classical criminology. Classical criminology started back in the 1700s. It developed out of writings of a number of influential things. It's basically human nature or free will of choice. It was based on individuals making a rational choice in respect of crime. And classical criminology also emphasized on rational and adaptive aspects of criminal offending. Cesar Becerra developed these ideas about classical criminology. He claimed that most criminals are punished on an assessment of their criminal intent. They should be punished instead based on the degree of the criminal act versus just giving them a charge. He also concluded that punishment should be only severe enough to outweigh the personal benefits derived from committing crimes. And as well, another criminologist, Jeremy Bentham, also was another founding personality for classical criminology. Bentham advocated neither extreme punishment, but only punishment sufficient enough to the crime. An example of classical criminology would be making a decision to steal a friend's car knowing that the consequences may arise after the action. At the moment of stealing the car, you know that either good or bad results will follow from you stealing the car. Another example would be robbing a bank, knowing that you may end up in jail or you may get lucky and get away with the money. And then it comes down to the two determining factors in classical criminology, which are pain and pleasure. Pleasure would be the feeling an individual gets from committing a crime, whereas pain would be the result a criminal could cause someone else by whatever crime they're committing that's affecting the people around them. It would be up to the criminal if they want to make a decision that will pleasure them or cause pain to the people around them. I think that every individual has the free will with every decision they make, which makes classical criminology very relatable. So the next part of my speech, I'm going to go over to neoclassical criminology. Neoclassical criminology started in the 1900s since classical criminology was replaced by positivism. The neoclassical movement had its start with many publications produced in the 1970s. It was focused on the importance of the character, whereas just within the crime itself. Neoclassical criminology was based on manipulating the environment to decrease the opportunity for crime rather than to manipulate the offenders. Neoclassical criminology is set to do more to deter the crime than just to catch and punish the criminals. It is explained by criminologists as a result of problems such as poverty, low intelligence, and family structure, which cause people to do certain things that they do, causing them to do the crime. One of the research studies done was a survey done by Robert Martinson, which was a rehabilitation survey after release, and he realized that nothing works. And by nothing works, he was saying that after the people being released from the rehabilitation center, many of them resumed back to their criminal backgrounds and doing all the bad things that they were doing before they went inside of the rehabilitation center. Many of the criminologists thought that this was because of social conditions which tend to affect the criminals, like their surroundings or like being put in a certain predicament